What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yeah, it's been interesting. I guess that's one way you could put it when it comes to what's going on at Stellantis and Ram and seeing the massive turnaround. Today, we're going to talk about a truck that got featured a little bit on Jay Leno's Garage, but they didn't actually drive it. But it's going to be the truck that everybody buys, and it's going to be the truck that everybody drives. And Tim just gave us some hints, which I think also go to when he said people were mad about the single cab and how they were going to deal with that 300 pounds. I've heard everything from Direct Connection will have a shop that can chop it and put it to make you a single cab, to what we're going to talk about today, which makes a lot more sense. And it's going to piss off a lot of people that bought the DC 650. All right, guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway that's going on the channel. The Ram 3500 Limited with the long bed, the fifth wheel, every option and feature, the bed cover, everything. That thing is gorgeous. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you go check out the video we dropped on it. Is now up. The extra entries on that truck are already over 54% sold out. And there was some very high-end or the top packages. There's one of those remaining at each of those tiers. Once those are gone, that's it. We go back to the regular stuff, and we might have like combos or something later between that and the TRXs. The TRX is over halfway through on its process as well. So if you want to get in on it, real simple, link in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. So, literally just got done bringing the 3500 in to get it serviced, to get the oil change and all the others, the wipers and other, and get it clean, get a nice detail from it. Because when I got it, it's literally maybe 45 minutes after it came off the truck from the auction. So I always appreciate the guys. Shout out to the guys at Tobin for, I'm not saying I get preferential treatment. I don't ever have to make an appointment, but I'm also not sitting there with the damn truck or vehicle or whatever I'm getting. I literally bring it to them, I drop it off, and usually by the next day they're hitting me up and saying, hey, your vehicle's done. So I truly appreciate them. And in my opinion, just my opinion, they probably have the best service department in all of Las Vegas when it comes to Mopar related stuff. And if you also are a retard like me and you have, M5s and a McLaren and other expensive cars, they have Tobin Motor Cars here too, where they also do exotics, and their service department there, top notch. Anyways, let's talk about this. So Tim Kuniskis did the interview with Jay Leno. They go out, they drove the truck, they did all that stuff, right? We saw all that. What I find interesting is Tim had some very interesting things to say about that truck and why it was going to sell, and kind of gave an idea on price. I think it's going to be a little lower, but let me just show you what he said.
In proportions, and the base platform that you're going to be able to build off of, that we're going to announce in the future with our direct connection parts, for that price point,
right,
this is the one we're going to sell a lot of.
And no tariffs because it's built here. There you go.
So as he said, we're going to sell a ton of these trucks. And I think he said somewhere around 60 is what he was saying. I think it'll probably be like 59, 9 or whatever. Not bad, I wish it was like 55. I know Tim's like, Jesus Christ. I wish it was 55. But okay, let's say it's 60. Let's say this truck is 60. All right. Now we know that the main RumbleBee is going to be expensive. We know we're probably going to be between 85 to 89,000 for the SRT base. That's like none of the options. And then if you want to get a fully loaded one with all the bells and whistles, it's supposed to be cheaper than the TRX, and the TRX is like what, 105 or something, the new TRX. So it's probably somewhere around 100. And I know that I already know what the comments are gonna say. Oh, this sucks, TK. This is bullshit. It's too expensive. Blah 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 blah. It's not a regular Ram. This is a performance Ram. This isn't a regular Ram. What I like about this is, not to say like if you're trying to save money, but I think Ram is going to do what they were trying to do with the Challengers, with the Hellcats and other stuff in direct connection before everything fell apart. They were really pushing hard on direct connection. Like they were going to do all this direct connection shit. And then Tim retired and we got that asshole as a CEO who completely fucked up the company. And now they're coming back and they're having to clean up this dumbass's mess. But we're getting back. SRT is back. And I think, and I'm not in Tim's head, but I'm thinking that direct connection is going to be a big part of what's going to be going on paired with SRT and everything else, because Tim has said it multiple times. He has a problem with performance. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a gift. And I think what we're going to see, here is you're going to see a $60,000 RumbleBee, a Whipple like you see from the DC 650, right? Which is going to push that 5.7 liter Hemi to somewhere, north of 600 horsepower. Now, granted, the regular RumbleBee SRT does 777, but think about this. You can get a tried and true, reliable, no start stop, no bullshit, no fucking e-torque, no none of that stuff, 5.7 Hemi. Let's say it's 60. You put on a Whipple supercharger, which doesn't void your warranty and comes from the company for, say, I don't know, $8,000. Let's say it's 10. You're at $70,000 and you're in a pickup truck that does 650, maybe they even push it higher, 680 horsepower, and sounds like a heavy. And it doesn't have that gay fart sound that comes out of the RHO or the Hurricanes. I think it's going to sell like gangbusters. I think Tim is exactly right. We're going to sell a ton of these. Why? Even during the Hellcat days when they were cheap, because I know you son of a bitches are going to get the comments and tell me, TK, the price sucks. I am the biggest proponent of shit is too expensive. Every time and every one of these executives at the company will tell you I say the same shit every time we have a conversation. Well, what are we going to do about this price? What are we going to do to get the price down? All of them will tell you that. Every person that I know that works at the company, when I get to have a conversation and we talk shop, will tell you I'm always big about what are we going to do about this price. And they're tired of it. I can tell you they know I'm going to bring it up at some point when we're talking. What are we going to do about this price? So, I say that to say this. I think the RumbleBee at 60K, okay? I think the RumbleBee, the gray 5.7 at 60,000, performance setup, all that shit, isn't horrible. I'm probably going to get cooked for this, but I don't care. Because it has access to the stuff from Direct Connection, and for another 10 grand, I can do Hellcat numbers. I can get really close to original Hellcat numbers for cheaper than I was ever able to buy a Hellcat 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Think about that. Like, I can remember even when I had the problem with my B5 Blue Red Eye, and I was like, maybe I'll just buy another Hellcat and I was at Crown over there in North Carolina at the dealership, and they had this white wide body. Was it wide body? I think it was a narrow body. It was a narrow body Challenger. It was a white Hellcat Challenger, and there was no markups. There was no stickers. There was no bullshit. But it was still $87,000 or $83,000. I think is what it was. And I was like, yeah, I could do that, get some money back from what I had in the red eye because it was just a regular Hellcat. And I ended up going a different route. We got the Green Monster and I got the Rebel for the same friggin' price that I had into the B5 Blue red eye. And I got to build the Green Monster, have it made exactly the way I want it. It took like 6 weeks. They shipped it to the dealership. It was ready to go. I got the Rebel and I got the TRX. You know, so I spent more money than I wanted to. But I say all that to say this. The fact that you could get this RumbleBee now, right, at 60, put 10 grand in direct connection mods on it, which gets you to 70. You can wrap all of that up in your original terms and your original financing. You can still go back to the wife and say, hey, this is a family vehicle. I want you to think about this. Think about what Ram is doing here. They're allowing you, as a man or a woman, to make a bad decision. And not a bad decision like, I say this all the time. People that buy the lesser vehicle because they want to save money, because they're trying to be fiscally responsible. Let me tell you something about life. Life is not fiscally responsible. Every single one of us is a depreciating asset. We're all going to die soon. And if you're living your life off of, I'm not going to buy that, even though every time you know that you go outside and you fire that car up or that truck up, it makes you happy. It hits you here. You're an idiot. If you go buy the Hurricane version or the Pentastar version because you're like, I can't afford. Now there's realistic numbers though. Like if you're like, I'm gonna be homeless if I can't. I'm gonna be homeless if I buy this vehicle. That's different. We call that retard. Don't be retarded. Don't go full retard. Okay, but oh, I can't put extra money in my retirement fund if I buy this car. Fuck that retirement fund. Buy the truck. Oh, we're not going to be able to go to wherever, you know, in the summer. We're not going to be able to go to the coast in Carolina because if I buy this truck, I'm not going to save that extra $2 grand for this vacation. Fuck that vacation. Buy the truck. That's what this is. Because instead of you smiling for a couple of days on that vacation, and you know you're going to get in an argument with the wife anyway, you can smile every time you start that truck. I tell you the same thing. I get it all the time. And this is a Mopar video, and people hate that I talk about BMW. I don't work with BMW anymore, but I have my older BMWs, my M5s, my F10s. I love those cars. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, the maintenance is insane. Luckily, I could do most of my own shit. But I say that to say this. Don't live your life by the number. You live your life by what makes you happy. And the fact that this truck is going to come and it's going to be 60 grand and probably for another 10 grand. Let's say there's some other mods you want to put on it. Let's say you put 15 grand in mods on it. You're at 75,000. You're less than a Hellcat, making Hellcat power with a supercharger line in a lowered Ram truck in whatever color that you want. That's under warranty. Oh, which, by the way, with the best warranty in the entire fucking industry. Bet you GM don't drop no 100,000 mile warranty on their powertrain. You get what I'm saying. This truck and this era of FCA, or Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, is going to be the era of bad decisions. In terms of, when I say bad decisions that make you smile. Bad decisions that make your life better every single day. I can't tell you one person that's having a hard time in life, even out here where I'm at right now in Vegas, that drives a Scat Pack or a Hellcat. I know plenty of Las Vegas Metro cops that have these cars, and work is hard. It sucks. But when they get in that car on the way home, life ain't so bad. Feels good to be able to get out there and just roll it out. Sometimes you take the long way home and you go out by Red Rock and you go the long way down to Blue Diamond just to take the drive. That's what these trucks are gonna be. So I'm excited for it. I wanna know what you guys think though in the comment section down below. I know that a lot of people are gonna cook because they're gonna say, oh, the 60 is too expensive. Show me I know you're gonna say, well, Ford, the single cab, fuck Ford. All the Ford guys are in their goddamn feelings right now because Ford doesn't build anything like this. I've seen the comments. I've been on the forums. I've been on Reddit. They are in their feelings. Because you know what? That 5.7 Hemi with that blower from Whipple on it, or whatever they put on it from Direct Connection, is going to smoke all of that shit from Ford. Even if they take that single cab work truck and put a blower on it, twin turbo it, I don't care. It's not going to be able to compete. That's why they're mad. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And remember what I said. We're all a depreciating asset. All of us. We're all going to be gone from this planet before you know it. Live like it. Stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet.